Yesterday I really liked the video I did of just like talking to you guys and kind of giving advice, but then just kind of sorting out my own life too. It was helpful for me and for other people actually, they told me, and that was really cool. And then a bunch of other stuff happened at work today along the same path, so I was just gonna continue talking about that. So basically this afternoon, my squad of friends, the four like creative people, we sat down with our one CEO, who's very nice, and he was kind of asking what we can do to make our process flow a little smoother, because right now where we're working, and at most places it works in like a ladder structure, and what that is like you have me slash like junior entry interns, like low level positions, then you have usually managers, and then you have VPs, Ps, vice presidents, presidents, and then you have like the CEOs. And they want to get away from that a little bit because we are basically a startup company and we're a small team, so we're basically all our own departments or like teams. There's like only one of each title basically, so there's not a manager for every single position. And we do report to our higher ups to be like, hey, does this look okay, like can it go out? And they'll say yes or no, or maybe fix some things. But what they want to get to is called a flat structure, where we're all on the same level basically, because like I said, like I'm a designer currently going to a marketing person for approval, and like it doesn't always make sense because yes, she knows what like copy needs to be on there and what we're trying to get across, but then I know what visually and technically looks good from a design standpoint. So it's gonna be more flat across, like there's still the CEOs, but the point is that we could go to any one person, not like manager, CEO onward, every time we need something. It's just one and done, and everyone would trust that that is good. But so after that meeting with him, we were chatting it up in our group chat, and we started discussing what you want to get out at our company, what we want to get out of our company. And this is going to be some crucial advice for anyone that is job hunting. There are two sides to consider when looking for a job or accepting a job, and that is your employer's side. You have to consider what they need to fill the role that they have open. Are you going to be able to do everything that they are asking? If not, why would they hire you when somebody else could? Doesn't matter how bad you want it, or you like the place, or you love their work. If you can't do the job they're asking, they're going to look for someone else. And this was something that I don't think I understood when I was first applying to places willy-nilly when I came home, and I was just like hoping that they could overlook some of my lesser qualifications so that I could then learn that stuff there. But it's not their responsibility to train me. It's my job to keep learning things and then to do the work for them. And then on the other side, you have what you need and what you want to be getting out of a job position. Now, this is like besides the fact of money. Everybody needs the paycheck to live. This is, do you agree with what your company that you're applying for is doing, morally, ethically, whatever that may be? And then what position will you be there? Is that position going to push you in the direction that you want to go for future positions? And that's really, really important to consider, and it's kind of where I'm at right now. Those are dreams, for me, those are dreams that everyone should consider. And now, I think going off of that, we're going to go into my sleep dreams. Okay, so this is my dream journal. I leave it by my bed, and when I wake up in the morning, if I can remember the dream that I had, I write it down. And what I've noticed is that the longer I wait between waking up and writing it, the less I remember. But when I'm trying to write the dream down right away when I'm still half asleep, it doesn't always make sense to me like a few hours later, let alone days. So I'm just gonna read you some of my favorites. I'll try to explain ones I remember as best I can, and if I don't, then it's just gonna sound crazy and weird. And if you're in one, I will tag you so that you can see it. Okay, so a common theme you're gonna notice in my dreams maybe is that my stress dreams always involve I need to be somewhere and I haven't packed for it yet, and I am now late, and I physically cannot go fast enough to pack and get where I need to be, and it's super stressful and I hate them. Also, I'm going to change some people's names if it's not always the best context of them. Sorry. Okay. So this one was October 5th. I was with the color guard in Disney World, specifically Animal Kingdom. And I was staying at a house with an older couple with my mom. And they had lots of food for us, but it was all like bread, crackers, and M&Ms. And then we went out with the color guard, and I had to chase a floating light in the locker room that was attracted to music, and I wasn't slipping because I was wearing flats. Everyone cheered when I caught it and then left, and I packed the extra food to take home. So basically I'm a food hoarder in my dreams. That's fine. Okay, the next one is October 7th. A bunch of Kutztown and high school friends that I know are on a field trip. I have that in quotes, but I don't know why. And on the bus, I'm talking with my friend from high school. And then when we get wherever we're going, me and a friend from college climb a dirt mound while others unlock a happy quest. There's a modern house hidden in the woods. I see 2 foxes near it. We all go inside out of the rain. Someone that I'm not gonna mention is trying to be my friend, and people ask if I have forgiven them, and I say no. Okay, October 8th. On campus at Kutztown, I guess, my coworker is trying to go to the gym and almost gets hit by a car. I find my car and ditch him. 3 small robots are targeted and killed. We sit against a chain fence, and I ask a young robot boy to dance. And I'm pretty sure I was crying in it. And I literally don't know what any of that means. October 10th has 2 parts. The first is really short. It's just Lily, my little cousin, dropped a salamander on me in bed, and I immediately woke up. Like, I shut up. Part 2. A marching band is practicing. They're marching like on a giant trunk log that fell over in the woods. And I'm practicing too, but I mess up my across the floors and fall. October 11th, I was leaving for a trip among a lot of high school and college people. We pranked the high school we were staying in and then rushed out. I had to put my mom's stuff in my car and was called by a bus driver. My flight was earlier than everyone else's, and I forgot to print my ticket. See the stress. October 12th, I guess I just wanted Christmas really bad because it just says everyone from work was in our office, but it looked more decorated. We haven't decorated still. I brought in a little tree. October 19th, this was around when I was watching Penny Dreadful, so there's a couple characters from that in this. I was helping bring on the apocalypse with special rings from a traveler that looked like Mr. Clare and an innkeeper that looked like Mr. Chandler. And they had to be heated to be cleaned. I had come out of an amusement park where a ghost in the rocks was following me. My school lost the modeling contest. What does it mean? Why was there modeling? Like, what is happening? happening? October 21st, my coworker designed parade costumes for Kutztown, and I was a polar bear, but things broke and people made fun of us, so we dropped out of the parade. October 22nd, I was driving to a resort and drove onto the back of a tow truck to hitch a ride. Joel played Halloween music at the resort. Kirby had a voice, but it was wrong. Mom dressed up as Harley Quinn, and I was mad about it? There's no word there. It's just I was about it. Terrible grammar at like 7 in the morning. This one's pretty great. October 28th. Swimming in a pool with Haley, shout out, and a group of friends. My knee is hurt, so we're breaking rules to attract the police to help. The group leaves, so I go to my apartment in Kutztown. There's lots of parties and parades happening. Ellen DeGeneres is doing shots of whiskey in my kitchen. Chris and Andy are trying to get weed. I finish a girl's Cheerios, but she catches me, so I promise to buy her more. November 4th, I'm staying with Gigi, Riley, Megan, and Jackie, shout out. I pack my bag, then go hiking to where Matt, I honestly don't remember which Matt, so I'm not going to tag them. And the guys are, I retrieve my hidden alcohol, and Matt lectures me. My bag is too full and rips. A monkey jumps on me. Part 2, I get dropped off at this factory, and the Uber tells me I need to call in for a ride back, but I forget to, and I'm stranded with strange people. November 7th, this must be right after my old professor had his baby, and I dreamt that him and his wife brought the baby into my work, and I played with her, and she started talking. November 8th, I'm on vacation in Florida with a large family, but it's not mine, and there's baby snakes at my feet. We packed lots of food, donuts, burgers, and cookies. It's great food, wow. They were upset about a previous trip here where people died, and I found someone hanging. What? November 9th must have been bad because there's nothing there. I just drew a little skull and crossbones. Okay, November 16th. Weird people are training 4 of us to have superpowers. When one boy is failing, they feed him to a field of bodies. And then I go with Gwen and Andy to some sort of Comic-Con. And Gwen has blue hair. I like this one. November 20th, at a Bucks rehearsal, we're doing talent show, which we don't do. And a horn player is bouncing another horn player on her horn, and he is playing standing on top of the horn. And that's all. November 26th, I was an African slave in a group hostage situation. Trying to get a baby out, I drowned. That's depressing. November 28th, I'm on a beach with Andrew and Amanda Martin, and there's penguins and lambs in the water, so we swam in and they let us pet them. Kristen and I are at the Bucks banquet and we sit with Andrew and Nikki, but no one else. The drumline is across from us, but they're all dressed casual with their section hats on, and one comes over and is being weird, so we go back to our hotel room. But there's bugs crawling on my bed because they're attracted to some sort of acid there. So we call room service, but no one comes. And we watch out under the door. And 3 guys in black start chasing us. I scale a tree with a body on my back. And somebody wants my baby, so I hide in a barn then escape. I hate this one. December 3rd. Donald Trump is drunk and sits next to me on the ground after a band performance. He called me braved. I hate it. I wrote that. I hate it. I'm at a hotel with Kumu, and we get on the buses to go to a theme park. And on the way there, we all harmonized to some song, and it was so beautiful. I literally cried. And then I saw Bucks at the performance, but I wasn't marching with them. And the show was changed to some weird religious thing, and they had the ugliest printed flags my brain could come up with and reused uniforms. Alright, that is all I'm giving you for now. If something good turns up, I'll be sure to share it again. This is day 13. Bye! It's